This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Searching for Sarah by Julieann Dove. Reason number 43 why I could possibly still be single at the age of 31. Sharing a wardrobe with Mabel Watkins. She was 4'9" and 78 years old, and for my entire middle school career, I got all her hand-me-downs. What can I say? I was raised by a single dad who had zero fashion sense and a keen eye for a bargain. Cable knit sweaters, solid colored turtlenecks and slacks, all in the color scheme of browns and grays. Reason number 95 why I remain single at age 31. Belonging to the knitting club that meets the first and third Thursdays of every month. Although I was sort of tricked into joining, I really like going. Carol, the sort of nerdy little girl who ate by herself at the diner twice a week, asked me to go to a club with her. At first, I was dumbfounded that she even spoke to me. I'd waited on her table for the past 3 months straight, and the most she ever said was, "Hold the pickle, and extra ice, please." Although there was that time that she said my hair bun was nice, and asked me where I shopped for my fingernail polish. I digress. When she finally made eye contact that Wednesday lunch hour, and asked whether I'd considered going with her, I said, sure. I've been meaning to get out more. I mean, technically, I just moved here a few months ago. My loser boyfriend had stolen all my belongings, and I was living in someone's downstairs. What could be worse than going with Carol to a club? Yeah, not the club I imagined. Then again, I could have connected the dots. Practically every time I saw her, she was wearing knitted garments. The bracelets, chokers, and hats took the hobby to a whole other level. Rob Kaysen, the guy I've been dating for the past 2 months, knows nothing of my fashion relapse as a teen, or that I knit. I'm guessing the fact that he's 25, drives a red convertible, and has a set of gorgeous blue eyes should signify he might not understand the obsession of creating something out of a very long piece of string. Not that I'm good at it, but giving him a clear line comparing me to his grandmother isn't what I'm going for. Babe, I'll call you tomorrow after my civil law class. I sped to get the last open spot on the street, not far from the yarn shop, my cell phone wedged between my shoulder and ear. And what is it that you're doing tonight? You know I wanted to see you. I could hear the pout in Rob's voice. I know, but I'm sort of helping a friend tonight. I promised. I shoved my gear shift to park and grabbed for my bag on the back seat. Okay, but know how much I'm going to miss you. The early in the relationship talk. How I loved hearing it. All the ooey-gooey missing me and adoring me kind of stuff. I can just imagine his baby blues now, and I could swear I felt my heart palpitate, to see little hearts dance around my head like cartoon caricatures. I'm going to miss you too. Now let me get off so I can go do what I should. I'll text goodnight a little later. I caught myself smiling when I said it. Okay, be careful. Oh my gosh, he wants me to be careful. I think the hair on my arm just raised. You too. I pushed open the door to the little shop off Constitution Street and inhaled the smell of craftiness in the air. Sort of like office supplies, but with a bit more fiber. Skeins of every color yarn you could possibly imagine, sitting in baskets or cubbies along the wall that reached from floor to ceiling. Tiny little outfits for girls, with matching hats on displays. Gloves, scarves, tea cozies, you name it, Marta had made it. She was the owner of the shop. Along with being the kindest woman I've met since moving to Charleston, she was the most patient. Did I mention that although I loved everything in the shop, and trying to knit it, I was lousy at the craft? It had been almost 5 months and the sweater I started making for my dad was still wonky, missing stitches, and working its way to more of a king-size blanket with a crazy armhole. Hey Sarah, said Marta. Hi there. I'm sorry I'm running late. My lovely professor doesn't wear a watch, and obviously didn't catch the hint of everyone packing up. I purposely averted looking at all the sets of eyes watching me as I flung my bag on the table and prayed my needles would turn up somewhere in the mess. I kept my project in a plastic bag, stuffed in the back of my car. With second semester law classes just beginning a few weeks ago, Little time has gone into the...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.